Let my camera focus here. Jesus, my microphone is already off to a rip-roaring start. Hey friends, it's been a little while. I hope you're all doing extremely, extremely well. Now, some of you may be wondering what caused me to go on another 2-month-long hiatus, but to be honest, most of you probably aren't. This is just about as regular for me as my upload schedule. So, yeah. Well, let's get some easy things out of the way first. Some of the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that this, in fact, is not my bedroom. But here is me to tell you that it is my bedroom, and it will be for the foreseeable future. But before we get to that, let me give you a quick explanation of how I got here, unless you don't want to hear about that at all and don't care. You just want to move forward to the what is he doing next? Please, feel free to skip on ahead. Let me take you back to right after I posted my last important video, right? Forgotten Racing Games. And if you haven't seen that video yet, you definitely should go check it out. I'm still very proud of that video to this day. So, anyway, I posted that, and I gave it the normal week that I give all of the videos to kind of perform, to see how they're doing, to see what people like, what people didn't like, right? And this video did horrifically bad. I am talking like generational loss bad. And that was demotivating. I mean, it's especially difficult when my last video that took no effort at all got 300,000 views, right? And then you have the one that I poured my heart and soul into, and it got like 500, unless I'm crazy. And I also understand that this is YouTube. Every video is a crapshoot, and it is very, very irresponsible and unfair of me to expect every video to do as well as that one, especially with as small of a creator as I am. As a matter of fact, most of the people who are subscribed now aren't watching this video. Most of my subscribers are dead. So if I had to, pause, not dead, but like their accounts are not being used for this channel. So if I had to take a guess as to how many people actually care, I'm probably back down to the 500 number, like 500 subscribers, truthfully. I've brought in the 11,800 that I am extraordinarily grateful for from that video, but moving forward, I'm sure that I'm at like 500 people who really care about what I'm doing next. So that happened, and that was demotivating initially. Admittedly, it very much was. But on top of all of that, my grandparents decided to go up and get a divorce. Came out of nowhere, right? Yeah, how do you think I felt? Now, for the average person, that is oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that, and then you kind of move on and carry on about life, right? Not for me. So, keeping a real long story short here, my grandparents both own the house that I lived in, right? So, they're going through the divorce. They need to split everything up, right? So, you're putting two and two together here. I was staring down the barrel of homelessness. And that means YouTube kind of took a back seat. It got less important than I wanted it to. But luckily, I'm okay now, obviously. All things are good, all is well that ends well. I had my partner and their parents who graciously gave me this room. This is their older siblings' room. And now I have a place to live, and I am feeling very, very motivated. I'm feeling very grateful for where I'm at. On top of that, I don't work at Jersey Mike's anymore. I now work at a Nissan dealership in my town.
The service department is closed? It sounds like a fucking horror movie. It's fucking creepy out here.
That job's been going well. Thank you for asking. And I've been trying to move up into the ranks, get into like sales, get into like car sales kind of vibes. But yeah, that's kind of what got me here today, I think. Oh, also, by the way, them getting a divorce, that was just a hollow threat. Turns out they're not doing it. Or maybe they are. Or maybe they're not. Or maybe they are. Or maybe they're not. They kind of go back and forth based on the day, so, you know, we'll see what happens when that happens. So, now, with that out of the way, I haven't spent all of my time wallowing in my sadness, right? If you can't tell, I got a bit of a facelift. And so did my editing. That really was showcased in my last video, the test footage. So, since I began YouTube, I have always been very unhappy with the quality of my work, hence why I talk so badly on the video that did well. I have not been happy with the style of my editing. I have not been happy with the quality of my PNGs. I have not been happy with the quality of my footage. I have just been unhappy. I genuinely think I could go back and remake that FNAF 1 video with more, way better. I could make it way better, and it would probably get like 20 views now, which is crazy. But anyway, outside of that, I wanted to upgrade 3 things: quality, productivity, and efficiency. Now, admittedly, the jury is still out on productivity. That's going to be entirely me and what I put into this. But for quality and efficiency, I've got fantastic news. Starting with things that aren't changing. The Elgato Wave 3, my beloved. This microphone has been the one that I've been using since day one on YouTube. This is the first mic that I used, even back during the days when I didn't know how to use Wallpaper Engine. Okay, so this is the one that I just found, and it said that it is customizable. I don't know what that means. Blacklight effects? I don't know what that means. Okay. Yeah, it was a sad time. But that is just about the only thing that's staying the same. Well, that and my lighting sources. I've got, hold on, let me turn you here. I've got this studio light. That was a great shot. I've got this studio light here, and I've got that light over there on top of my computer. But those are just about the only 2 things that are staying the same. Now, I did take the time to run even further into the Elgato family, and I now have a... oh, wow, pardon. A Facecam Pro. This was... I'm gassy. Was $300, and it is recording in true 4K 60 frames. Now, I'm hoping and praying that there's no stuttering, there's no buffering, XYZ, yada yada, blah blah blah. But either way, so far, I'm very happy with my purchase. The test footage that I released was to showcase this, and it has been going very well so far, and I'm hoping that it's doing the same here. So these next few kind of all tie into efficiency and quality, so I'm just going to kind of wrap them up together. So, I got a new monitor. Let me turn you around. I got a nice wow, that's gonna get real trippy. I got a nice ultra wide. It's got a curve and everything. Camera doesn't like that. I got an ultra wide monitor. Now I also still have the old monitor that I'm currently reading the script off of, but now I have an ultra wide monitor that will allow me to see more of my editing timeline, and I will also be able to see it in a higher resolution now. In the same vein of editing, you're not seeing any PNGs anymore, right? Like I said earlier, I was not happy with the quality of those PNGs, right? They were thrown together very hastily in Photoshop, and they looked good, yes, because, listen, they were out of necessity, okay? I didn't have a good webcam at the time, and for the stuff that I did use the webcam for, like, my 10,000 subscriber Q&A, for my other stuff, I don't even remember what else I did with that webcam, but anyway, I digress. I was not happy with how that looked. I feel like that did not live up to what I could do. It didn't live up to my quality, right? Which is crazy, mind you, because that was like my 5th video ever, and I was already like, ooh, no, bad, get it away from me. So I took a nice editing camera here, not editing camera, a photography camera. Here, like, a few years ago, my buddy's dad gave me a Nikon D3300 as a photography camera. He gave it to me because I was going to start a project. It was called Home at the time. I was going to jump around and talk about, I was going to take pictures of like what I thought home meant to me, like the symbolism, the places where I lived, where I worked, not like the actual addresses, obviously, I'm not that stupid, but like places that meant a lot to me. That idea kind of fell down the drain, but I got to keep the camera. I asked him if he wanted it back. He said no. He already bought a new one. Doesn't matter. So I now have a Nikon D3300, which is a great photography camera. It is a nice, I don't think it's DSLR, but it's a nice camera. And I took the PNGs on that, and I decided that that is what I was going to do. Now, Brighton, I hear you saying, or more accurately, Badge, I hear you saying, why did you not just use that as the recording camera? Great question. Most modern cameras have built-in software that allow you to use them as a webcam. That's what most people do. Like my inspirations. Like Pyrocynical, that's what he does. Markiplier, that's what he does. Jack, Pewds. My camera does not do that. It is so old that Nikon does not give supported software for it at all. There is none at all. And you can get third-party software running for it, but it just looks bad. And then also the viewfinder that you need to use in order to get it to record without recording, just like have it on the recording screen, it has a 10-minute shutoff time. So right now I'm at 11 minutes and 46 seconds of recording. I would have already had to go to the camera and hit the little button on the back of it in order to get it to refocus. I ain't here for all that. So new camera. So yeah, away with the PNGs. I'm becoming a normie. I'm becoming a normal-faced YouTuber. So you get to go from seeing the face to now seeing the exact same face, but moving. With that also being said, my final new toy. You saw it in test footage. That was a over-edited, just test run, getting comfortable with what I got. But what did I get? There is this website called Motion VFX, and that is where I got all of the pop-ups, all of the ads, transitions, the fades, all of that jazz. They sell packs for about $100 a piece with about 50-ish effects mixed in throughout each pack. And that is going to jump the quality of my editing. Even just in test footage, that looked better than anything I've put out. Was it stupid? Yes. Was it put together as well? No. But it looked great. It looked fantastic. And that is what I want. I have now hit the point of YouTube where I am proud of the quality of my work. The next step forward is a DSLR camera. I don't have $3,000 to put down on that. So for right now, I'm good. I'm probably gonna spend a little bit more on Motion VFX. I'm gonna buy a couple more packs, but for the most part, I'm chilling right now. And that is great. So what am I doing for the future? Okay, I said that I was going to talk about that. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. Now, don't get me wrong, this channel is still very much a passion project. It is what I want to do, how I want to do it. If I think a video is going to do well, I'll think about doing it. But if I think a video is going to do well, but I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. That's just how it is. But when it comes to what I do want to do, I'm not sure yet. I do still want to dive into some of the FNAF stuff, but I don't want to be locked as a FNAF YouTuber. Don't want to do that. That's not who I am. Especially since I tried reaching out to, and I got absolutely no response whatsoever. Don't reach out to your heroes, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, when it comes to the future, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to announce a schedule. I'm not that stupid. I did that last time I had a comeback, and that was stupid. I said that I was going to do a video a week for as long as I could stand it. That was a week. I could stand it for a week, and then the schedule died. So I'm not going to announce another schedule. I would like to get back to uploading fairly frequently, but No idea. The time will tell. Now, for things that are not going to get better, thumbnails. Jesus, I suck at thumbnails. If this gig starts paying well, I will hire a thumbnail artist because I do not know how to do that. I'm comfortable on DaVinci enough to edit all of my videos, like test footage. I did everything. Why did I just say test footage? Everything before this point, edited by me, and I'm comfortable to keep doing that. But thumbnails, holy crap, I suck at thumbnails, and that's just how it is. Now, lighting? Lighting, I think, got better. Key light, secondary light, I think I'm lit pretty evenly. But yeah, that's about it, man. New intro that you saw in test footage, using that for this video too. Outro. I have no idea. I got nothing here. I'm still working on that. I would like to get a new one because the outro that I have now is kind of buns. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get around that. We'll work around that. What else? What else? I missed you guys. I missed you guys a lot. It's really good, even just seeing on test footage, the, like, 5 or 6 people who have, like, just stuck around, who have been like, hey, it's him, he's back, hey, that feels great. That feels great. It's good to know that you guys are still around. And, yeah, I think that's about it. Jaguars. You specifically. I saw your comment. Your life is mine. You can meet me at the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida, and then we can battle it out to the death. We can see who really deserves this channel. I'll put my channel on it. We fight to the death, and whoever wins can have the channel, okay? That's just...